And here we are, back again. After dropping today's 1010 portal messages, I felt guided to go back to the black cockatoo and the relevance of what this means for not just the regions dealing with disaster and not just this planet, but all of creation. The black cockatoo helps us to find spiritual truths, particularly those that help nourish our inner fire, motivation, and ability to use our energy to reach our goals. The beautiful part of all of this is that the black cockatoo, does not teach through pain and suffering. As mentioned before when we first started getting on the topic of this bird and why it's been brought to my attention, the relevance of this totem in these current times for all collectives as one collective. Teaching through comfort, happiness, and contentment. All of this being offered as possibilities through the 1010 portal. Taking the time and giving ourselves permission to express these difficult emotions. Creating room in our life for emotions that actually feel good. Stoking our inner fire. That was the last message from the black cockatoo, was for us to stoke our inner fire and have that burning passion for life again. Black cockatoo is also here to remind us the potential for inner and outer wealth when the black cockatoo comes into our lives. It may be time to work on securing raises, reminding ourselves of how much we've saved or achieved monetarily, or looking at how rich and fortunate we are spiritually and emotionally. Taking the time to appreciate the wealth already obtained, even when it doesn't look like much to others. And even if you feel you may have none, that is a self-perpetuated lie. Through valuing what we do have, we find more opportunities and inroads to expand that holistically. To not only focus on the abundance and success coming in through this 1010 portal, but also to continue to preserve what we already have and what we care for. We're also being guided to no longer be constantly open to inviting guests who only seek to devalue or destroy. Physically, spiritually, and emotionally. It's important to preserve and take good care, because that's how they last longer. And this is not limited to inanimate objects, be it in astrology, in the astrals, or in the physical. We preserve them by not putting them down and ignoring them or forgetting about them. Taking the time to sort. What have we learned? What can we do to learn even more in terms of expression, communication, interaction, more positively? Preserve that. Interestingly enough, the black cockatoo actually uses drumming in order to court their partners. They take time to select an appropriate beating instrument, and then they seek out a sufficient hollow log or branch to amplify their sounds. Celebrate black cockatoo energy and life in general through drumming. It may involve creating a makeshift drum and just experimenting and having fun with the different sounds we can make. Tune into drumming, as it's been used for thousands of years to celebrate and also to contact our other selves in other realms, dimensions, worlds even. How can we incorporate it into our lives to express ourselves and our connection to the world around us? You know what else this black cockatoo tells us? That everyone has beauty. On the inside. Everyone. Even those who have committed unspeakable acts. Black cockatoo reminds us that no matter how ugly one feels or how corrupt, there is a space of beauty inside of every soul that is incorrupt and pure. And it's through that presence we can learn how to access it and transform our opinions of ourselves and the world in general. Those of you scowling and giving the evil eye to this message right now, don't be mad at us because you're scared and have severe problems finding freedom and joy. You might fear freedom and what it can give you, and even fear joy. Because with freedom, it's a package deal. It brings responsibility for our own lives and actions. Joy doesn't last forever, and we may fear what happens when it goes away. Whatever the reasons, it's important to confront your reluctance to find true freedom in your life. taking the responsibility to empower our future decisions and thoughts. And that freedom is not found in giving it away. The shadow aspect of a black cockatoo suggests that you may not be caring for friends, family, and material objects around you enough. And you have to preserve what you care for in order for it to remain nourishing. You can preserve the things and people you care for by giving them your time, your patience, your energy. When you give away your material and spiritual wealth, you receive in kind. This black cockatoo is our helper. And they only appear when it's right and appropriate, and they cannot be forced to visit us, communing with us, or sharing messages with us, as they are a powerful guide and usually a messenger on behalf of the Most High. So for this totem to come along as a long-term guide, or just as a guide, we have extraordinary, strong focus of power to pull from. The black cockatoo's ability to teach through emotional expression, creativity, and joy also makes it one of the most cheerful teachers to work with. A communicative guide, accessible as an inspirational muse, and also strong-minded and willed. Also commanding a great deal of respect, and is one of a few animal guides that has no qualms whatsoever abandoning you if you don't give enough respect and humility. The black cockatoo can be a difficult guide to approach in journeying, let alone visualization. A bird that comes at its own convenience and not ours. And even those who have black cockatoo as a long-term guide find that there are sometimes whole seasons or years where it is absent. It can be honored through drumming, particularly those that involve sticks or branches, like the way I was taught through my grandfather, who is part of indigenous bloodlines on the west coast of the United States, in the Washington area, clacking sticks together. We would go out to the woods and we would clack these sticks together. As a creative expression. Song, chanting, drumming, dancing, and writing are also appreciated. And it was said that we were also creating a deterrent for dark forces. Mostly while the adults sat around the fire, partaking in adult things, and interestingly enough, they taught us how to be protectors in a playful manner, clacking sticks. It was like a role reversal. The table was turned. We became their protectors, while they became the careless ones. Or should I say and see carefree? So they could be a little bit more carefree. But this was a harmless exchange of energy and responsibility. As it could only build that spiritual muscle even more, as well as our integrity, our power, our ability to be both nurturers and protectors. Now we can go back into this deck for more messages. We have the giant panda. Innocence, gentleness, harmony, and balance. What other companions are the black cockatoo bringing in, ushering in with their drumming, with their clacking sticks? What else is the black cockatoo ushering in for us? We have the shark is out again. Focus and action and perception, as well as the dolphin, joy, light, flow, and compassion. Oh, and there's another one. Another bear turned over inside the deck. The polar bear. Now, I shared on the polar bear totem in another video. But the keywords here are still extremely relevant, as they are solitude, friendship, strength, and resilience. What else is the black cockatoo ushering in? Lizard, the tuatara, dreaming, sight, knowledge, and hidden gifts. I'm not making this up, I'm just the messenger. Sharing conversation with the collective from the secret language of animals. We're not exploiting them. We are not exploiting them. We are not exploiting them. They choose to come to us. You can't exploit a black cockatoo totem. They choose us. They choose us. And they have no qualms abandoning if they don't get enough respect and humility. And when they get respect and humility, they usher in more Gaia, more harmony, abundance, wholeness, and forgiveness. Through all creation. All creation. What they are ushering in is open to all creation. The black cockatoo, however, I'm going to say it one last time in this video, they choose us. We don't choose them. What else is being ushered in with the black cockatoo?